Started No Poo in May 2020 and it's now May 2021. I can't believe how fast this year has gone. And in this video, I'll get straight to the point. I'm going to explain what is No Poo, number one, and number two, how you've been conditioned by shampoo adverts and why I started No Poo, just because if you're nosy, and would I recommend No Poo for you, and the results after 1 year of No Poo, which is a bit of a spoiler because you can kind of see the results. But so what is No Poo? No Poo is an unfortunate name for no shampoo, and what I mean by no shampoo is that there are various methods, but what I did in the end was literally you don't use shampoo. There's various methods. One is just water washing, so you'll just, maybe I did this like 3 times a week or something. Or you could do it, I guess, every day, because depends obviously if you're in a hot climate, if you're sweating, if you exercise a lot. You can also wash it with a rinse. So some people use essential oils and or what I've done in the past, even though I ran out of rosemary, as I sort of boiled rosemary, which made this amazing water, which you kind of plop your hair in, or you use a jar and you do it from the top, and then you sort of let it kind of go through your scalp. And you also, the important part is to actually massage your scalp, which I've done a lot of, and that seemed to have really helped a lot with my scalp. And another one is to use baking soda, and I kind of put bicarbonate of soda, but I think I got confused. I haven't used it, that's why. That it makes your scalp feel super clean, and it's deceiving because the whole point of no shampoo is to let your hair, your scalp, regain its natural oils. And if you put baking soda, it's just too strong. I mean, you can clean like dirty pots and pans with baking soda, and it's not what you really want to put on something as sensitive as your scalp. So like I said, it's the whole no shampoo idea is to let your hair regain its own natural oils. And yes, the shampoo adverts have made you think that oil is bad, but that's the next point. So number two, how you've been conditioned by shampoo adverts. So shampoo adverts, shampoos first started in the 1930s. Before that, there was always soaps, natural soaps made with vegetable oils and vegetable and animal oil fats, and essential oils and various things. But in 1930s, that's when shampoo was first bottled, and it had a balancing pH for your hair. And ever since, it has grown into this huge billion-dollar industry. I mean, I don't watch much TV anymore, but there are so many adverts telling you that you need shampoo because it'll make your hair more beautiful, and you need conditioner and it'll repair the damage. And it's a load of rubbish. Like, your hair is amazing and your scalp is amazing. It has natural oils which we have stripped from. I mean, I never even knew that you could not shampoo and your hair would be quite healthy. So so that was a total surprise. So here's a little bit that I wrote. So it's all I mean, we used to do completely fine as cave women and men without shampoo, right? Like, think about that. And then before the 1930s, it obviously wasn't common to always wash your hair. I think I read that maybe once a month people would wash their hair. I mean, that's unthinkable now. And of course, why? Because you're not going to make shampoos companies much money if you just wash your hair once a month. And of course, in Japan, people wash their hair every day. That's why their hair looks so beautiful. But it's also you're kind of masking the problem with shampoo, because your hair's more dry, your hair's more damaged, your scalp's more itchy, your scalp's drier, and then you're sort of halting the process that naturally can repair your hair and make it actually really beautiful. So why I started No Poo, point number 3. I started No Poo because it was a state of emergency in Japan. It was not a really strict lockdown like in Europe, like in France or England, or Victoria in Australia, for example. But or in some parts of the States, I'm not quite sure. But I wasn't really seeing anyone, and so I thought, screw it, I'm going to finally try this. And I sort of came across the foodist on Instagram, and she was an advocate for no shampoo, and her hair just looked amazing. So I just hashtag no poo and looked, and these women's hair just looked great. And it just always kind of made sense to me that maybe, the hair coloring, bleaching my hair, And then using a Lush shampoo bar, which I thought was great for traveling, but of course, you know, travel has been sort of halted unless you're really lucky, for many of us. So I don't need it anymore. So it was just always something I wanted to try, and finally tried it, because not using shampoo is so in our conditioning, you know, it is so in us to think that we should wash our hair because adverts tell us. And there's this, if you actually watch shampoo adverts, they sort of say, oh, if you don't wash your hair, you don't have beautiful hair, people won't love you and they won't like you, you won't have friends, and you won't find a lover, and it's just, your family will leave you. It's just ridiculous. So don't buy into the marketing. Another thing that I actually wanted to point out, for those of you who are also maybe like Asian, I'm half Japanese, or, you know, I'm also half French, but I also realized recently that dyeing my hair, and actually I really appreciate my natural hair color, which is extremely dark brown, almost black, and I never appreciated it before. I mean, I live in the forest. I don't know if you can see. So it's kind of nice in the sense that I don't feel the need to always dress up and feel like I'm being judged for what I look like. But at the same time, I realized perhaps bleaching my hair and trying to look more European than Asian was probably quite detrimental to my hair health. And I guess that's another story, but I just wanted to point that out for those of you who kind of feel like you want to dye your hair blonde, and just think about why you want to do that. And I did want to do it for myself, but eventually I did think, now that I'm reversing the process, that perhaps I was trying to, yeah, look more European. But this is more something I learned through Black Lives Matters and about white privilege, and about growing up as a half Asian kid around a lot of white people. So it's just something to consider. And also it's trendy, so it could just be that. So although I did dye my hair, the hairdresser did dye my hair grey, which yeah, anyway, it was a trial. Yeah, so would I recommend No Poo for you? Yeah, I fully would. I would recommend it, but we're all different. I mean, I'm thinking back to a year ago, and just thinking of not shampooing, there was so much shame. I live in Japan, where people wash their hair every day. I go to the onsen almost daily, which is a natural hot spring public bath where you get naked with other people, and I thought they'd judge me because I never wash my hair. And like, if they do, like, screw it, really. I mean, we're all naked. That's enough of a breaking the ice environment. And no, and actually I found out even my hairdresser sister does No Poo, because I think she also had issues with chemicals and dandruff or something like that. So that was nice to be opened up to this more natural way of life. With No Poo, the only thing I would say, if you do really want to try it, is that the third week is so brutal. Like the first week, you kind of like, you're weirded out, you're not using shampoo, you kind of want to, then you have a shower and you're like, oh, or bath, and you're like, oh, okay, no, I'm not washing it. And then do the water washes, and then slowly your oils are like overly, like, I don't know what the scientific thing is behind it, but your oils go crazy and you get the greasiest hair you have ever had. Like, it is like pure grease, like you literally put coconut oil in your hair, but you can't get rid of it because you're challenging yourself to do no shampoo. So yeah, week 2 and 3 were really hard, like so hard. So if you can get past the 3rd week and then continue after 4 or 5, my challenge was 6 weeks and I just continued. I would highly recommend it. And then the other thing was actually in November, I had a friend's wedding in Tokyo. So here's my vanity over here. I just wanted to have clean looking hair, and oh my God, that first time washing your hair with shampoo, it's an amazing feeling. Like just the smell, and the shampoo I use, I feel like a bit of a smart ass influencer, but this is what I used. It's Weleda. Oh, it's on backwards. Weleda, and it's something to do with wheat. It says it in French. Shampoo équilibrant. And what I like about this one, it was the most natural shampoo I could find from, I bought it in Tokyo Hands in Nagano, and it's just, it doesn't foam a lot like, you know, like Pantene and all these sort of way more toxic shampoos. So it feels weird, but the smell is just gorgeous. And my grandma's really into her organic stuff, always has been, so my French grandma. So yeah, I would really recommend that shampoo. Yeah, so since November 2020, so it's about 6 months of solid no washing my hair with just water until I use shampoo, and I tried to wean it down to just once a week, which was just such a treat. Like once a week, just washing my hair, it smells great. And also the other problem I found was also why I was washing my hair once a week at least was because in winter in Japan we use kerosene heaters and they smell gross, and your hair catches smells like crazy. So if you go anywhere that smells or you smoke, you probably will want to wash your hair more often. So I'm not a smoker, for example, so but yeah, the smell of like, it just seemed like in winter it catches the smell of kerosene, and it was just, and also I'm always wearing a beanie, but so I think that you have to take in also the environment, the season that you are living in, and but you know, it's just a personal challenge. You can just try it, give up, try it again, and then just see how it goes. I'm just kind of glad I documented it via Instagram. So yeah, my results of No Poo. I'm so happy. I mean, hopefully you won't judge me having a really greasy scalp, but the volume is insanely amazing. Like it looks like I've had a blow dry. The ends of my hair are so healthy. I did have a haircut twice in the past year, and I have not used conditioner, and yet my hair feels softer, and it's a little bit greasy, but no, it's great. I'm so happy. So I really hope that this helps you and that you possibly will try No Poo, or if you're just researching, just keep looking. There's loads of information out there. Considering that my hair is, I'm half Japanese and half French. I live in Japan. So these are just considerations to think, because everyone's different and everyone has different experiences. So yeah. Thank you for watching this, and if you have any questions or comments, I will definitely answer them, because I'm quite passionate about this whole No Poo business, and hope that you try it and let me know if you do, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!